Consumer power. In beginning this project, I was searching for something that I could do to help alleviate the world's problems. I am one person. What power do I have? I thought. Then I began to think about the things that are important to me. I love the outdoors and I love to shop. Why not combine the two? So I began to research how shopping can affect the outdoors and/or the environment. I was really surprised by what I learned and continue to learn. Consumers have the power to affect companies because companies want their business. By purchasing an item, any item, we are sending the message that we like that item and will possibly buy another one like it at another time from the same company. As Paul Hawkins says in Ecology of Commerce, the cash register is the daily voting booth in democratic capitalism. These companies cannot exist without us and our money. Therefore, it is important to be mindful when we purchase something. What messages are we sending by buying this product? Is it a message that is consistent with how we feel about the environment, ourselves, and our families? Is it good for us? Is it good for the country? Is it good for the world? Is it good for the earth? Green shopping. I discovered that green shopping is one way to help me and the earth. Green shopping has been defined by greenshopper.com as seeking to buy products that are environmentally responsible and sustainable. They go on to say that shopping green solves or assists with the following problems: global warming, soil erosion, toxic chemicals, clean water, biodiversity, atmospheric gases, deforestation, clean air, pollution, habitat destruction, wild food sources, and more. There are several websites that talk about shopping green. Some of their suggestions are buying organic, buying locally manufactured goods, buying non-plastic goods or goods with number 1 or number 2 on their recycling labels, buying recycled goods, buying vintage or used goods, sharing tools and large outdoor items like lawnmowers with neighbors, avoiding dry cleaning labels on clothing, repairing and reusing items as much as possible, renting or borrowing when possible, downloading software and music instead of purchasing CDs, avoiding excessively packaged goods, and buying biodegradable goods. Fair trade shopping. Another way to help the world is with fair trade shopping. The Fair Trade Federation says that fair trade is an economic partnership based on dialogue, transparency, and respect. The World Fair Trade Organization, founded in 1989, seeks to improve the livelihoods of disadvantaged people through trade and to provide a forum for the exchange of information and ideas. The Fair Trade Federation is international and seeks to do the following: create opportunities for economically and socially marginalized producers, developing transparency and accountable relationships, building capacity, promoting fair trade, paying promptly and fairly, supporting safe and empowering working conditions, ensuring the rights of children, cultivating environmental stewardship, and respecting cultural identity. Fair trade practices are not intended merely to assist poor people in poverty-stricken countries. It is intended to change the ways in which commerce is conducted so that trade can empower the poorest of the poor. So buying products labeled Fair Trade Certified, like coffee, cotton, and chocolate, is a win-win purchase. Non-plastic shopping. Did you know that it takes 1.5 million barrels of oil to make plastic water bottles each year, and buying plastic water bottles can cost up to $1,400 a year? Plastics are created from petroleum, natural gas, or coal with chemical additives like polyvinyl chloride, or PVC. According to the Life Without Plastic website, PVC is a phthalate chemical, and those have been linked to several health conditions, including cancers. Polycarbonate, another type of plastic, contains bisphenol A, or BPA, which has also been linked to many health problems including cancer, cardiovascular system damage, impaired brain and neurological functions, etc. So it would seem that buying non-plastic items or items free of PVC and BPA are healthier for us. It is also better for the environment because animals often eat the plastic in landfills and in the water systems and die. Certain types of plastic are so durable that they do not biodegrade, which is a problem as well. For centuries, humans existed without plastics. But it is amazing to look around the house and see how many items we own and use daily that are made of plastic, like toothbrushes and cell phones. It is almost overwhelming to think of doing without it, but there are alternatives, like glass and food-quality stainless steel, that we can turn to, especially for things like drinking water. Buying local, buying American. Buying close to home is not only good for the economy, but it takes less energy in shipping goods to where they're going. Many towns like mine, Goldsboro, North Carolina, are participating in buy local promotions to convince people to stimulate their own community economies by buying closer to home. Why send all of our money to China or other countries when we can help our neighbors? It may cost a little bit more on the outset, but what is the real cost when you consider the transportation of the items and for you to get them, and as well as for you not knowing the conditions from where the items came? It also stimulates local businesses to offer what is needed rather than depending on big box stores and having all towns become clones of each other by offering the same chain stores and restaurants. Shopping local farmers markets and co-ops as well as small independent stores helps keep money in local hands and not leaking out to other places. It also supports the American economy, which helps us all. All in all, just being mindful of where and how we spend our money will help to make a difference in our outlook on the world and our place in it. It is not thinking about what we do that gets us into trouble every time. Spending is a necessity, so let's do it carefully and creatively so that we are not only making a difference for ourselves, but for generations to come. We have the power. Let's use it.